go to church like this.
Okay, well, Mimi is upset with you, so I'll let Mimi talk to you.
Okay, Jay, I just want to talk about it, okay? Because I really don't understand. You always try to blame it on my weed habit, but that's not no reason to mess over nobody because they smoke weed, okay? And I have cut down a lot, and you still criticize me, and I don't like the way you call me bitches and hoes and okay? I can't stand that, okay? And if you love somebody, you wouldn't do it, because even when you call me bitches and hoes and hit me, I still don't do you bad. I don't cuss you out. I might cut you and beat you up or whatever, but I still don't call you bitches and hoes. And I don't feel you do me like that. I don't do you like that because I love you.
Well, that's nice. You cut her up because you love her?
No, I cut her up because...
How about not cutting her up?
No, I have to because...
Oh.
See, you just don't know. She just thinks she just can just come up to me. We can be talking, and she'll be like, I ain't gonna take this. Well, she probably kick me or something, and so I know it, I'm just a violent person, and I fight her, and you know she kind of got wind on me because I'm littler than her, so I have to pick up something to get off me. Yeah. So I just cut up.
Well, basically, I'm telling Mimi, we have quite a bit of age difference, but that doesn't really matter. Basically, you just go off so quick,
but
and now,
I want to be gay,
but now but now you don't trust me either, and I slept with you.
Why should I trust you, Jay? Okay, I try to trust you, but you don't feel the hurt that I have, okay? How can I trust somebody that didn't hurt me 8 times, okay? 8. Not once, not twice, not 3, but 8 times, Jay. 8 times with my aunt and then my best friend. I don't understand. How could I? That's just something in me. You scorched my heart, so I ain't gonna never trust you. Maybe I will one day or whatever.
But if you don't have trust, you don't have a relationship. But with your auntie, y'all are blood relatives. And blood should never go over blood.
Did you sleep with her aunt?
Yes, I did.
Moved in with her, yeah.
You slept with her aunt? Well, then she has reason not to trust you, right? Or did you say ahead of time, by the way, I won't be home tonight?
Right, but I've always had... But I mean, basically, Jerry, I always have a lot of women. I mean, I keep at least 3 or 4 women. I mean, now I don't. As long as I've been with Mimi, I have.
Where, in the refrigerator? What do you mean you keep women?
She's an impulsive life. She would lie about anything. Like, we broke up because she messed on me with this big old girl, right? And I bleached up all her clothes, so we broke up 5 months. I went back to dancing because I danced. She didn't want me dancing. I stopped for her. I went back to dance. She came back, messed with me, so I wanted to go back with her because I love her, right? I get back with her, and I see that she had my name tattooed on her, right? But she got it off, so I was like, oh, so you got my name off you, right? And got the girl name put up under my name. I was like, oh, okay. I said, well, you're going to have to go get that name off of you and get my name on your stomach. No, I'm going to get it on my back. I'm going to get it on my back. I said, well, however you going to do it. So one Friday, she dropped me off at work. She said, I'm going to go get my tattoo, and I'm going to get it on my back. I said, okay. So when she came...
I'm catching up here, okay. So one of you got a tattoo.
No, she just saying that basically what she's trying to say is...
Let me finish. Let me do this.
Oh, yeah, I'm not going to interrupt.
Let me do this, okay?
Don't let her finish.
So, okay, when she came and got me like 3 in the morning from work, I was like, I had got sick that night, and I like, did she get tattooed? She said, yeah, and I glanced. I said, oh, it's cute. So the next day, I got up and I said, well, let me put some Vaseline on your tattoo. So she turned around, right? So I'm like, no, something ain't right here. I was like, man, what's wrong with this head? Like you used to say something. She talking about, no, it was this dude doing it in. Did it because the man was messing up. And I was like, no, let me see. No, go on me. I said, girl, you better let me see. Okay, so I was like, why do it look like it's a Y between my D? Come on. She's like, she had the girl name, she had this girl name on her back and tried to get my name on top of it. Like, I'm dumb and she know I'm from the street, so I'm going to peep everything that's going on. Whatever happened, I'm going to notice. I'm like, Jennifer, you had this girl name on you. She's like, I didn't want to tell you because that was going to disrespect you. No, I thought of the one right here. You should have told me you disrespected me by trying to cover it up.
Oh. What did I ask you?
I don't know what you asked me. I just have a lot to say, and I want to be heard, okay? Because I'm fed up. You know
You're not going to have me interrupting you, I'll tell you that. Hey, coming up next, we're going to meet Mimi's best friend, Tamika. Now, the two haven't spoken since her one-night stand with Jay. Will they patch things up, or is their friendship over? Find out next. Stay with us.
Is your teen daughter out of control? If so, please call 1-800-96-JERRY, and you could be a guest on our show.
We're talking to couples who are on the verge of a permanent breakup. And we have been talking with Mimi. Rather, Mimi has been talking to us. Mimi has been telling us that she has had this 6-year relationship with Jay and is very unhappy because Jay is unfaithful. Jay admits to the fact that she has had relationships with a whole bunch of people. But let me see now. Mimi, you had a very good friend, your best friend, Tamika. You guys were really close, but you haven't spoken to each other for the last 2 years.
Year and a half. And we used to be best friends for 9.
And why was that?
Because she slept with Jay. But I don't know the story. I just know Jay's side. I don't know her side.
Well, let's hear her side. Here is Tamika. Tamika, welcome to the show. You used to be best friends with Mimi.
Yeah.
And what happened?
Well, it was just, I went to the club. I wasn't with nobody. I just went to the club. And, you know, I seen Jay in the club. I said, hey, and I spoke to her. I went on about my business. And so I had got a few drinks and, you know, was feeling tipsy. And then Jay said, hey, what's up? I said, hey. I said, what Mimi talking about? I'm not with Mimi no more. I said, you sure? I said, not you and Mimi and broke up. And so she told me, yeah, so she asked me.
But Tamika, you know me and Jennifer gone forever. From day one. You know, I met Jennifer through you. You know, we gonna around from day one. I don't understand. Oh, excuse me from cussing. I don't understand how you gonna get drunk or whatever you was and just sleep with her. If I get drunk and high, you know I be tore up from the floor. If your girlfriend come to my place want to see me, I'm gonna cuss. I didn't come tell you. Because why? We had that bond together. We done everything together. We done traveled. We done everything. When I was gay first, and I the one told you to be gay. And you do me like this. I don't understand. This is what I don't understand. How could you do me? You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm your friend. I'm your real friend. Your real true friend. When everybody turn their back on you, I'm your friend. When you ain't have nowhere to stay, I let you stay with me and my mama.
Tamika?
For Mimi, I
want to hear it.
Well, okay. Well, we invited her on the show. Let's let her talk. Go ahead.
Mimi, I apologize for what happened, you know. We've been best friends for too long to let something like this here come between us, you know. we gonna be friends, you know. When you and Jennifer not together, we gonna be friends. So, you know, you shouldn't let nothing like that come between. That was just a one night thing. Something, you know, just happened, you know, it's gone past. I'm with somebody now and I'm in love with that person, so we should just let that go on, put it in the past, and just don't even worry about it.
And well, basically, basically it was just, you know, she was feeling good, I guess. Mimi had told her how we was in bed, and, you know, she shouldn't have told her that. She just wanted to get
not tell my best friend.
Well, that's true.
Why shouldn't I? This is the person I should tell, right?
Right. But
this is my best friend.
Right.
Why would you sleep, knowing that they were best friends, why would you sleep with her then?
Because she a dog. I can answer that for you. She a dog. She just like, she love, I'm saying she love women. Like she say she love,
I do,
you know, that other word. You know, she love it. You know what I'm saying? And if she...
And I like, and a lot of women
don't get it.
Right. And a lot of women, I like for them to know how I am in bed. Because I am good in bed.
Okay,
I mean, no disrespect. No disrespect.
Do you sleep well or well?
But yeah, I have something that I need to say. I mean, basically, I want to tell Mimi that I do love you and with all my heart. And I know that may not be good enough. And I apologize for sleeping with your aunt as well as I apologize for sleeping with...
Okay, well, what about the other women, too?
Well, that's in my past. I think we should let the past be the past.
No, that ain't... Okay,
the past need to be the past.
When we first started going together, Jennifer, and I had a boyfriend, what did you used to do? I left him for you, and we was together a whole year.
Well, basically, what I
don't want to
hear. What you didn't know, that I love you very much, and I want you to spend the rest of your life with me. I apologize for all the other women. I'm telling you in front of everybody that I love you, dear, and I'm in love with you.
Okay, well,
will you marry me?
Look to the camera and say, everybody, before you ask me that you not finna mess on me no more and say I chose May, okay? Tell them to stay out so fake, okay?
Basically, for everyone who's watching Jerry Springer today, I am in love with Mimi. I want to marry Mimi, and I will not cheat on you ever again, Mimi.
Okay, but you're not doing this because you're scared I'm going to do something to you, right?
No, but what I do want to say is that somehow in your heart you're going to have to begin to trust me. But I'm telling you, I love you. I want you to marry me.
But every time I thought you do something different.
Okay, but
what about how you played me like a sucker with her?
Okay, but what I'm trying to say is that's in my past. You got to let the past. You have your past, I have your past.
No, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. When me and Jay got together, I had a boyfriend. I used to sneak around to come be with her. Then she's like, you don't need that. You don't need that. He fights you. You don't need that. He might give you what you want, but you don't need it. I thought, okay, I'm going to come be with you. Okay, 2 months. Okay, it was good, all roses. Then all of a sudden, it's hitting me, use a bitch. I mean, excuse me, because using this, that, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Messing on me. I just don't understand.
Okay, but what you got to realize, the past has to be the past. We have to get on with our lives.
Be on my past. I don't know. You still want that man. I don't know. This is how she used to do me.
Will you spend the rest of your life with me?
Yes, I will, but you just can't mess over me. Before you put this ring on my finger, I want you to know I'm going to kill you, okay? If you mess over me, I'm going to hurt you real bad, okay? Real bad. Okay.
This is just like Romeo and Juliet. Yeah.
But one thing I need to ask you, I do hope that you and Tamika can be in your relationship as friends, because y'all was true friends. And
let me think about it for a minute.
Okay. She gonna think about it, Jerry.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you two are going to get. You two are going to be together forever. Then is what you're saying.
If she don't kill me, I mean, but I would like to say that. What I am saying is that I will.
Well, it's still until death do you part.
I will not cheat again. But what I need to explain to Mimi, you know, sometimes accidents happen, and neither one of us deserves to get killed over a relationship.
Why not?
And just not get so violent with me. You done cut me up.
Right, but why
Call me crazy, but this looks like it's a little bit shaky for an engagement.
No, I want to be with her. Don't get me wrong, but I want to be with her besides you.
This woman recently discovered a hickey on her husband's neck. He told her he got it from a vacuum cleaner. What I want to know is what's she doing dating a vacuum cleaner? Well, she's here to demand the truth. Stay with us.
On Springer, her boyfriend Steven has been cheating online, and he hasn't exactly been honest.
He told me he had a brain tumor and that it was inoperable and that he was going to die. He told me that he was his brother and he wanted to come up to Canada and move in with me and marry me. You are a complete liar. Everything I've said about
And that's like you weigh 120 pounds, right?
Steven's making no apologies.
I think what you need to do is stop playing the victim.
I wasn't the one faking tumors.
A liar faces the music. Tomorrow on Springer.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Welcome back. Welcome back. Today we're talking to people who say their relationships are doomed if their partner doesn't make some major changes. And I want you to meet Nadine. She says marriage to her husband has been one big nightmare after another. What is going on? Why do you say that?
Well, Jerry, we've been together for 3.5 years, married. We had a brief separation for a month. After that time, he was having an affair, which I did not know about. He was playing us both until he got caught.
During the separation or before?
During the separation. Because at the time I wanted to make the relationship work until I had found out there was somebody else. After he got caught, he begged and begged to come back, and I let him come back to try to make the marriage work. And then just the most recent thing that has occurred was last weekend we had a fight, and he left at 10 o'clock at night and came home at 3:45 in the morning, and the next day we had the police there because we were having a little bit of a dispute, and I noticed a mark on his neck, and he told me that night that it was from a vacuum cleaner. He told me
Is this some kind of a fetish he has?
No.
You thought it was a hickey?
Yeah, it was definitely a hickey. It was most definitely a hickey.
And he told you it was a mark from a
vacuum cleaner.
From a vacuum cleaner?
Royal Hoover.
For who?
Royal Hoover.
Oh, it's a Royal.
Yeah.
Well, Thank God it wasn't just from any vacuum cleaner.
He said that because I was accusing him all week of cheating because he's never home. That's one of our arguments that we were having for years, is because he's not a home person. He always has to be out running, and we have three children, and you know, I'm always at home, and that causes a lot of disputes. And he was out off and on all week long. You know, it would take him, something would take me 20 minutes, it would take him an hour and a half to do, and he wasn't where he's supposed to be. So I was accusing him all week, and he told me that he put the mark on his neck to make me angry.
Okay, well let's bring him out. If he's finished his cleaning, here is your husband Ray. Ray, welcome to the show. Do you do windows?
No.
Okay, I'm making light of it, but you guys, that's a hell of a story. I mean, you come home late at night, and there's a mark on your neck, and you're telling her it's a vacuum cleaner.
True.
Okay, tell me the story.
We were fighting, and I went out, and she always accuses me of cheating because I'm always out all the time, and I finally did something to make her believe that's what she wanted to hear or see.
So you went to your grandmother's house?
Well, my parents' house, yeah.
And you borrowed the, you say, excuse me,
well, they didn't know nothing about it. They were pretty much asleep, but it was late at night.
What do? You plug it in? I mean, how do you do? I don't mean to get off the subject here, but how do you do? You plug it in and you...
It was already plugged in. It was easy.
And you just put it to your neck?
Pissed her off, too.
What gave you this idea? I mean, this is not...
Her. She's constantly nagging, where you been, who you with, da-da-da-da. And I can account for where I've been.
What do you want to say to her?
I want to say that I love you. We've been together 3.5 years. I didn't come here to do whatever but to make our marriage work and put our past behind us and move on forward. Because I love you.
Nice people. Go ahead.
We have 3 children. We have 3 children together that we have to worry about. And it's only the fighting is only gonna get worse. So if we need counsel, whatever we need, we gotta do it because the children are what matters.
You can answer him.
Well, my idea with coming on this show was to put us back on track. But that was no vacuum cleaner, Mark.
I have people to back me, my story.
Okay. Well, little do you know that you're supposed to be here today.
Yeah.
Now, do you want to tell me, or would you like me to put it on national TV?
Tell you what.
I know you're going to continue to lie about it until the time is right. You were with her all last week, sending her flowers to her job, leaving memos on her car. What was one of the memos she had said, would you like to fly away and run away together or something of the sort?
That was many months ago, back when we were upset.
And that she was with you Friday night. That was her mark, because you told her. You even told her about the vacuum cleaner story.
No.
She couldn't make it here today, but she did fill us in. Fill us in. I don't understand. If you're man enough to cheat on me, be man enough to tell me the truth. I've never cheated on you. I've never given you any reason to think I would ever cheat on you. I've only ever been loyal to you. Yes, as far as our rocky road in our marriage, it's both of us, not just you. I have a lot to do with it too. But as far as the affair goes,
it's over. It's been over.
So what was last week? Just a fling?
I don't even know where they came up with that. It was at my mom's house, and you know that.
But I know that you're going to continue to lie, and I don't understand, even though you don't. You're going to continue to lie until the time is right, and that this isn't the time or place to tell me. I think it is, because I need to know before we go back.
I already told you.
Okay, I'll tell you what, we'll take a break right now. When we come back, we're going to meet Nadine and Ray's best friends. They say Nadine is foolish to put up with Ray's behavior and that it's time for her to send him packing. Please stay with us.
For your free tickets to the Jerry Springer Show in Chicago, call 312-321-5365. Do you have a great idea for a show? If you'd like to be a guest on the Jerry Springer Show, give us a call at 1-800-96-JERRY.
Welcome back. If you just joined us, we have been talking with Nadine. Nadine and Ray are married. They have 3 children. They were separated for a little bit, and Nadine has accused her husband, Ray, of being unfaithful, of having an affair with a woman. Ray says that's not true. When he came back the other...
No, I had an affair while I was away.
While you were away.
When she's saying the other night.
Okay, but while you're back together again, I'm sorry, you're right. While you're back together again, she says you're still seeing this woman. You say no. You came back with what looked like a hickey the other night, and you said...
It was this big.
It was that big. And you told her that came from a vacuum cleaner, that you did it to try and make her angry because she's accusing you anyway.
She got angry, too.
Right, and she doesn't believe you. She still thinks you're lying, but you're maintaining that you have been faithful to her, that you weren't with that woman the other night. Anyway, your friends are here, Tina and Keith. Let's bring them out. Here are Tina and Keith. Welcome to the show. Tina, what do you have to say about all this?
Well, Ray, Nadine knows, and now it's time for you to either confess or it's going to be brought out in a bad way on this show. And if you want your marriage to work, you got to tell her.
She knows
You can't
what?
put us in the middle.
What?
You can't put us in the middle of it. I mean, we get in the middle of it all the time. And now that it's
She already knows.
to this point...
So if you want your marriage to work, you have got to tell her. Tell her and then work through the problems that come after that.
I did it. I'm guilty.
So much for the vacuum cleaner. What's your... You can respond to him.
Why couldn't you be man enough to tell me when it happened?
What?
I don't understand, how can you play me and her at the same time?
I wasn't playing nobody.
You weren't.
We fought and I just went out. I called her up and that was it.
So what you're telling me is when we fight, I should go out and just call up somebody and just go and just go out.
That's what I did.
So what about the flowers and about the notes in the car?
I never left notes in the car since we've been back together.
So
I called her one time.
So you did sleep with her?
Yep.
Okay.
Now, we don't know anything about the notes or notes in the car or the flowers. And usually, he spills his guts to Keith. So...
But at least he admitted it. I mean, I ain't trying to get
How do you guys feel?
I mean, at least you know.
How do you...
It took me to... I had to come all the way to Chicago to find out.
What are you feeling coming on television and putting him in this spot? I'm not suggesting what he did was right at all. But obviously you put them in a terrible position.
Well, they say they want their marriage to work. And if they want it to work, they have to confess to what they both have done. If they both have done something, then work out the problems from there. I didn't want to come on the show and...
be put in this situation between both of them. We're friends with both of them.
But you say you want your marriage, and this is the only way to have a happy marriage.
Okay,
they can't see it all.
Okay, you two, at some level, you two love each other. Do you love him?
Yeah.
Do you love her?
Of course.
How do you think this can work?
From here on?
Yes.
We got to go get whatever we need, help or counseling.
You're willing to have counseling?
Well, I've been trying to, because we have a problem. I have a son who I didn't have for a while, and I was to get custody of him and bring him into my home.
From a prior marriage?
No, just prior relationship.
Okay.
And that was like, when I came back from being away, we were good for like a month and a half, and after that, my son came into the picture, and it's just been going all downhill from there. It's not just, oh, I'm just a cheating husband.
As far as my son, well, my stepson, I felt because, well, he hasn't been in our home for 3 years. He did live with me in the beginning when we got him, but we had a lot of problems in our marriage, and his mother was raising him. And I felt because we had just gotten back together, I was trying to deal with the affair that he had. Because I'm not very religious, but I do take my vows very seriously. And I felt that our marriage should have been a little bit more stable before we took on more responsibility. Because one of the reasons why we did not have
So he's a little bit upset because now that his son has come into the family again, he thinks you're not paying as much attention to him.
My children all get...
She didn't want him to come at all.
They all get the same amount of attention. They don't need... any three of them did not get
Okay, is there more to this story? Yeah, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back up and leave the audience a chance to ask some questions.
Springer.
I wasn't the one faking tumor.
Busted. A liar faces the music. Tomorrow on Springer.
Okay. The goal here is to try and see if something can happen here to get this marriage together again. Obviously, he's admitted under pressure that he lied, that he in fact
this is what it took under pressure for him to tell his wife that, what he did. It shouldn't have taken that. If he was man enough to have an affair, he should have been man enough to come home.
You're right. You're right. You're right. But now the question is, where do you go from here? In other words, if we're saying who was right and who was wrong, he was wrong. He was wrong. The question is now your choice. Do you still want to be married to him? Is there a way to work this out? Or you can say, I can't forgive you for what you've done, and I got to get out. But right now, fairly or not, the choice gets to be in your hands. Assuming that he wants to be in the marriage still, then you have to decide. It is your right to decide. You can say, you're out of here. Or you can say, we got to get help. I want this marriage to work. It can't ever happen again. But that's really your decision.
It's already been twice.
Yeah.
So
I'm not trying to talk you into staying with him. I'm just saying it's your decision. And not any decision that you have to make right at the moment, of course. But ultimately, you have to decide. You're right. You could say yes to him, and basically, no matter how much he promised you, he'll never do it again. He may very well do it again.
He promised that the first time.
Right.
And now it's going to be said the second time. So if I was to say, okay, let's go forward with the marriage, then it'll be, well, she took me back twice. She never took me back the first time.
I'm stepping out. I assume you two are together in the room alone.
Maybe
you
I
two
just
talk.
have to
I'm out of it.
Not promise anything and prove myself. Because when we got married, I was young, you were young. I was 18 years old. Maybe the vows at that time didn't mean anything, but now we got to get straight and get with the program. If that's an option.
Let's not go there with the vows, okay? Let's not go there with the vows, because if these vows meant anything to you, you would not have broken them once again on Friday. You can't use people like that, Ray. You can't just call her up on the phone and say, well, hey, me and Nadine are fighting, so, hey, can you come over and see me? Can we go out? And then make her believe that we're getting a divorce again?
I didn't make her believe that.
Well, I know she would have just slept with you just for revenge. You can't play with people's feelings like this. We have 3 children, like you said. We have 3 children, and in order to make a marriage work, you can't be going out having an affair every time we have a dispute. So every time we have an argument now, am I supposed to say, gee, Ray leaves the house. Who's he screwing now?
We shouldn't be having so many disputes.
What other problems exist in the marriage?
I'm sorry?
What other problems exist in the marriage?
Well, I spend a lot of time at home now that I don't work. And he works a lot, but he likes to spend a lot of time with Keith. And Keith tells him that he spends a lot of time, you know, there. He's never home. And that's one of our problems. Anything that takes me 20 minutes, like I said before, will take him an hour and a half. He just gets lost. He forgets our address. And he's never home. And that's one of our biggest fights. I think it's also because I'm in the house so much, you know, I get upset too because I'm always taking care of the children, and you know, that's all I see all day. But I feel that if he, you know, whatever he can do, I should be allowed to do too. If he wants to be able to go out and do his thing, if he wants a life, we can either have a, you know, do it together, but if he wants to do it separately and, you know, go out when he wants to go out, then so I should be able to do the same. And he
Is that okay with children? Is that okay with you? Is that okay with you that she goes around and sleeps with other guys?
Everything's no. But as far as going out, everything's 50-50. But we have to work through what has happened and all of our. It's not just this; it's everything. Yeah, maybe I'm the major contributor, but
50-50 with the going out. Oh no.
There's problems, you know.
I think that is the main problem. Ray does need to spend more time at home with his family instead of at our house, and he needs to talk to his wife. He comes to our house a lot and talks about the fights they have and how bad it is. Well, he needs to go home and talk to his wife about resolving the fights that they had and how they can not fight anymore.
Yeah, you had a question, sir.
Yeah, I feel that if he cheated twice on you already, you know, dump him. Take him for everything he's got.
We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Is your teen daughter out of control? If so, please call 1-800-96-JERRY, and you could be a guest on our show.
Okay, welcome back. Yes.
This question is for Mimi. I don't understand how you can be willing to spend the rest of your life with Jay after she's cheated on you for 8 times, and Tamika, your best friend for 9 years, you can't forgive.
I didn't say I couldn't forgive her. I just say let me think about it. It's my life, my choice. I do what I feel.
This question is for Mimi. Since you're having so many problems with Jay, why don't you just get a man?
Because let me tell you, I'm a bulldagger from scratch, baby. Here, I done been with a man. I done been through situations with a man, so I want a woman, okay? That's what I want. If I don't be with her today or tomorrow, I'm going to be with a woman. It don't matter. That's my preference, a woman. Simple as that.
This comment is for Mimi, your friend. She calls herself your best friend. I think a person, no matter how tipsy she is, she will never lose the respect that you should have for your best friend.
That's what I'm trying to tell everybody. You didn't have to get in my boundaries like that.
This question's for Jay. Do you consider yourself as a virgin since you never had sex with a guy?
I am a virgin. Okay, no, I mean, you don't have, I mean, no matter what in a gay relationship that I do, if you are a female and I am a female from head to toe, and anything you do, if I have not slept with a man, I've never slept with a man, I'm 32 years old now, and I am a virgin.
I see.
Nadine, I just wanted to know, do you really believe that he's not going to cheat on you anymore? I mean, are you honestly believing him?
I didn't think it would happen again. I mean, I was accusing him all the time because he was never home, but I didn't really actually think that he would go there again. I just didn't.
So let me try to bring this to some conclusion. You two, you've accepted the vow, Mimi, and so you and Jay are going to now be together. Is that right?
For good.
For good?
Yeah, for good.
Good.
But I want to talk to her. This is the one I have a problem with. Because this was my best friend. I'm telling you, we did everything together. I'm telling you, I got married to a man, she got married to a man. I became gay, she became gay. We danced together, we work at the same club, everything. We took baths together, we done everything together. But we ain't slept together, okay? But, you know what I'm saying, I don't understand how, because I have another best friend, and me and her been best friend like 3 years, and she wouldn't even think about sleeping with Jay. And I don't understand how could she do it to me. And we had this bond, me and her, we've been around the world together, everything together.
But I do not feel that women, when you're in a relationship with your person, you should not tell other women how your person is in bed. I just say that.
All right. Okay,
so
and you too.
So you don't tell...
But I tell guys how you're in bed.
Okay,
you know.
they can come mess with me. You know, I can sleep with them.
Okay. And then, where's this going? I guess I should ask you.
I honestly don't know, Jerry.
You don't know yet.
I don't know.
I think Nadine has to wisen up some and be more on the alert for this thing, if it's going to work, and get the help and counseling that
But
they
am I supposed to
need.
hold him by the hand every place I go and say, come on, Ray, I got to go get some milk. You know, come with me.
Make her call me everywhere you go. 5 minutes to get where you
I mean, he's a service technician. He's a service technician. He's on the road all day long. I don't know if he's on his lunch break and he stops over to see her or drops her some flowers, or, you know, I don't know what he does when he's working because he's out on the road all day long. It's very convenient for him to just, you know, drop by.
Ray's honest with me. He tells me everything, and he tells me that he wants to be with her. They have problems, obviously, but
he does want to.
He does want, yeah.
Okay.
He tells me.
We'll keep in touch with you guys and see what happens. I hope it works out for your sake. We'll be right back.
For your free tickets to the Jerry Springer Show in Chicago, call 312-321-5365. Tomorrow on Springer, her boyfriend Steven has been cheating online, and he hasn't exactly been honest.
He told me he had a brain tumor and that it was inoperable and that he was going to die. He told me that he was his brother and he wanted to come up to Canada and move in with me and marry me. You are a complete liar. Everything I'm
And that's like you weigh 120 pounds, right?
Steven's making no apologies.
I think what you need to do is stop playing the victim.
I wasn't the one faking tumors.
A liar faces the music. Tomorrow on Springer.
Thank you. Let me take this opportunity to thank all of you for being with us, and I hope you can find a way to work out your relationships. Good luck to you. You know, it's not reasonable to believe that two people can be spending all their time together, in some cases their lives together, and not from time to time have to face a crisis in the relationship. It happens, as they say, even in the best of marriages. But however bad it may seem at the moment, it doesn't have to mean that the relationship is over. Even infidelity can be overcome. I didn't say it will be, I said it can be. Obviously, it can't be a pattern of cheating, but isolated misdeeds and hurts can be forgiven if and only if both parties still truly love each other and want the marriage or relationship to be saved. Which goes to the question of why the crisis occurred in the first place. In figuring that out, you have to be honest with your partner, but equally honest with yourself. Why did the crisis come about? Could it have been a signal that perhaps you or your partner don't really want to be in this relationship anyway? Be honest with yourself, even if the answer may make things complicated. Understand that sometimes the worst thing about trying to save a relationship in crisis is that you do. Till next time, take care of yourself and each other.
J. Give me an E. E. You got your E. Give me an R. R. You got your R. Give me an R. R. You got your R. Give me a Y. Y. You got your Jerry Springer. Jerry.
We watch your show all the time, Jerry. You're awesome. Hi, Mom. Hi, everybody else. Hi, Jerry.
This is Angela. She really wants a job on your show, so hire her.
Jerry.